Good morning, everybody. So, what I'm going to do is this one, and I already did this one, but I wanted to just try it again. It turned out so pretty. And I want to try adding some glitter paste to like the centers or, you know, something. So, we'll see how this all goes. The glitter paste will have to go down last. So I'm probably going to go through all the processes, then figure out which one I want to do and go from there. As far as where I'm going to put the glitter glue. But I'm thinking the glitter glue, the glitter paste. I'm thinking the centers is where I want them, but I'm probably do them in a color now anyways. So if that makes sense. Probably, yeah, I think we'll be okay with what I have out. This, okay. I'm gonna do my corners right so that I can place the stencil later where it should be, and this will be cut out anyways. So, yep, just putting a little bit of color. Oh boy, the shadows are so bad right now. And I already have them in order 1 through 5. I don't know what that was there, but I don't want that stuck in here. This color is really light. I don't want it to move, so I'm holding it firm. Even if you tape it down, unless you tape it down really, really good, you're gonna get movement if you're not holding it firm. And because there's 5 whole stencils on here, I'm like, yeah, I'm not holding it down every time. Or I'm not taping it every time. I'll just hold it. None of them really have a lot because there is 5 of them. So none of them really have a lot of area to ink up. Now remember, with stencils, we do not always have to use inks. We can use them. Like we used to do stencils when we were kids in school, right? You just outline it and color it in. You can do that with these if you wanted to do like with alcohol markers or something. It does not have to be ink. It's just easier, I think, to use the ink. It's kind of giving off a yellow color, but then when I put more on, it does get greener. if that makes sense. So like over here where I just did the corners real quick, that has a yellow hue to it, but where I'm going over it and over it at the stencil part, then that looks green. Okay, let's take it off and see how it looks. I have a feeling, oh, good, it's greener than I thought. Okay, and then this is gonna be a different green, but I have my marks. So all I need to do is line it up there. And I'm not changing color, so it is a different shade. And actually this is the Anna Griffin, and these are like a pigment, I think. So I'm just gonna come and grab a scrap of paper and get some of that off. It's the same color, kind of. So it's not too concerning getting that off. And now I can come in with this, which is probably also very light green. Okay. Now being a pigment ink, it takes longer to dry also. So depending on the ink, you could give it extra time to dry. And I'm wanting to get videos made for while I'm gone camping. And it's not really working out. I'm not really getting them made. Line it back up because it got a little bit off. Okay. All right. So here's number 2. So number 3 is going to be the flowers themselves. Look at that. That's not even the same size. Can that be right? That can't be right. If I line these up, then I end up with all this extra space over here. And I can see that's wrong there. So I'll line this up here. And this and there. There we go. Now what color do we want to use? That's the question. What color should we use for this? Well, let's do pink. And I'm going to use this one. Okay, so I'm going to hold it firmly. Yeah, that pink that's a pretty pink. What is all over this thing? These are not the best for stencils. Those brushes work so much better for stencils. Holding it firm still. This is wearing me out with this thing. Okay, now what I want to do is come back and hit these little buds. I want them to be a little bit darker. I might have to make the other ones a little bit darker around it, but if that's what I have to do, that's fine. But I just always feel like the buds are always darker than the flowers because the flowers have opened and been bleached by the sun. Guess I always think that because I'm a blonde, a natural blonde, and that's what happens to me. And so that's what always happened to my hair. So the bottom of my hair is always lighter than the top. And I know over the years, a lot of people would be like, you need to hit your roots. Be like, no. That's what happens with the sun. As the sun bleaches out the hair. Now, not an issue if I wasn't outside a lot, right? But I always liked being outside, so yeah, yep. All right, so there we go. That I'm happy with. So yes, being a natural blonde always gave me that. This one fits, see? How come that other one didn't? I'm trying to figure out what color I want to use. These are the centers, so they're gonna end up blue. But I think for now I'll make it red. That way we can see it. And blue on top of red if it does affect it. I think it's going to cover the color completely, but it's not really blue. It's like blue, green, I don't know. But if it does, if the colors mix, then what we're going to end up with is purple, because blue and red make purple, although green and red make brown. But I don't think that's going to be an issue here. Okay. And this one I'm gonna keep a little separate. Look how pretty. I love this stencil. I really, really love this stencil. I really do. Okay, and then this one. Yay, it lines up. See, the only that one was a little bit smaller. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here, I think, is use either the lagoon or this color here. Maybe we'll try this one. See if it even shows up. See if the color even shows up. so that the stencil kind of slid a little bit when I stuck my hand on it, so I want to get it centered back up. Okay. Wait. Okay. It's just real thin. Maybe this is what should have been glitter glue instead of the centers. It's just really small, so I don't know if the glitter glue will even get in there. Maybe, but maybe this is what I'll glitter glue. Not glitter glue. Come in with the glitter paste. I like the idea that it's kind of all over everywhere. It would put a little bit all over. We'll see when I pick this up. We'll decide then. I'm just a little concerned about getting it in these little tiny little spots. All right, let's look. Yeah. I like the idea of putting it in here, so I think that is what we're gonna do real quick here. Get it lined back up if I can. That should be lined up right there like that. I got these little squeegees. I think we'll try. Maybe not that one. That doesn't have a flat bottom. And I want to get them in flat. Uh-oh. Sorry about that. My light has storage, and that's where I keep all my brushes and my spatulas and stuff. So when I went to grab one, I accidentally touched the button that turns it, that adjusts the light. All right, let's try this. So I don't know if you can see the color or not. Now here you might want to tape it down. I can see it kind of wants to dry a little bit too. It's a little drier than it should be. Okay, I'm just getting it in those little nooks and moving my way down. This is not going to take hardly anything at all. Just want to make sure I hit them all. Got it on my finger. I'm a little concerned that I'm picking it back up, but I'm trying not to dig down in. I'm hoping that I'm only pushing in and not digging in. Okay, now I'm just gonna just go over the whole thing. And before I do anything else, I'll grab my wipes and clean up a little bit here. First, my fingers. Don't. Okay. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm going to clean this off the stencil because these pieces are little and I don't want it getting stuck in there, or this stencil will not be usable anymore. Oh, and it's already kind of drying. This is more than a one-wipe job, so and I really like the stencil, so this set, I really think it's pretty, so I don't want it getting ruined. With the little bits of glitter stuck in there, glued in there. So think about that too, remember that. So I knew I wasn't worried because I had the wipes right here, but look how fast it's drying in there and getting stuck. So you gotta make sure to be ready for the cleanup with this paste. That's always an issue. You know, if it dries on just a plastic part, I'm not concerned about that. I mean, that could mess you up a little bit, but if you have this paste stuck in the little nooks, that nook's no good no more. Think I got it. It looks like it's clean to me. Maybe that might have a little bit right there. I don't think so. I think that's clean now. All right, let me get that there. And let's look at the card. Yeah, I like it. I like where it is. Let me trim off the mess. I'm just trying to go along the lines I made using the stencil. Don't want to put my fingers in that glitter because that has to dry. Now you can definitely come along here and trim that there along the edge of the stencil. I mean, I'm doing the edge of where my ink went, but you can definitely come in the edge of the stencil, trim there. I will save that for the paper trimmer. And I don't want to do that while the glitter paste is wet. I wonder if you can see how glittery it is. This stuff's really great for, you know, such a little spots, such little tiny spots, and it's glittery. And I'm not looking like I'm getting it to show on here. But love this stencil set. They should all work like this. All right, everybody. If you like my video, please hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you for joining me. I hope you join me again. Everybody have a blessed day. Bye-bye now.